Hello, SpeedGaming, and welcome to the Just of Time Cadillac Cup Finals. I will be your master of ceremonies. I am your girl Esper, and I'm joined here today by Moon Blizzard.
Hello, hello.
So, Moon, would you like to tell our fine SpeedGaming audience what we can expect today?
Well, yeah. Oh, welcome, everyone. So today is the game 3 of the Cadillac Cup tournament finals. So it's going to be a very exciting race. We are playing with hard mode, hard items, and it's going to be hard. So let's hope for a very tight race and exciting race to watch, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just waiting for our runners to get started, and we'll see what our first little bit of randomization is. We'll go from there. Oh, and they're off, and we have Ayla and
Ooh.
It's kind of an interesting group.
Interesting group. Well, the good thing about this pair of characters is that they don't need for you to unlock magic, right?
Yeah, that's going to be very nice. I also find it kind of interesting that there are a couple of bruisers, so they're going to be very physically minded. Even though Robo does learn some decent shadow magic type stuff.
Yeah, there are some interesting magical attacks for Robo to learn, such as shock and laser spin.
Yeah.
But let's see if it shows up early or not. We are playing with randomized stacks today. So randomized stacks that the learning order of your techniques are all randomized for every character. So it's gonna be like, well, what do we know? Let's see. So the idea here that they are going to do like an initial routing, it's going to diverge a little bit, but they are going to grab some mid tonics, ethers, revives, shelters, heals, and do some looting, such as Xelpher is doing here in the desert.
Yeah, I also saw a couple shopping trips, but I didn't see what the items are doing because with this being hard items, if you're not aware, it changes how much the items will heal or restore. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. It's randomized, so that can play in very interestingly.
Yeah, we do have these. So it's the randomized. The flag that we have is the randomized items and the randomized healing items as well. So yeah, we don't know exactly what's going to be the amount of hit points and ether and MP that ethers are going to heal. So
Yeah,
this is go on.
Yeah, I've seen two, three shopping trips so far. They're just going so fast I can't actually see what they do.
Yeah, I mean this is the finals. They are one of the best runners of Just of Time. So
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but this is written in my contract. So, no. Okay. And Chrono's in Frog's Grotto. So, will we see him? Maybe. With Chrono and or with Robo and Ayla, I would lean towards probably not, unless like unless one of our like early game finds is like the rainbow, in which case maybe it's a tough call.
Yeah, it is. And we have seen our first key item sighting, that is Bent Hilt. Bent Hilt is available if you want to spend all your study money on a key item. So the Bent Hilt is available at the snail stop.
Yeah, so that's something where it's nice to know where it is, but for me that's kind of like a very last check, because that's usually an indication that you're going to Magus' castle, and I hate Magus' castle.
You hate Magus Castle?
In both of my games, they were both Magus' Castle seeds, and I went through without magic in both of them.
But we have to agree that it's one of the most iconic dungeons in JRPG history and one of the best battle musics, right?
Yeah, I can give that to you too.
So what Imolen is doing right now, he just finished his sequence of starting fights. So the idea is to learn the initial two techniques from Robo and Ayla. So the idea is to learn an AoE right away. So a technique that will enable him to use an AoE and kill all the starting Nagarets in the Cathedral. If he wants to do Cathedral first.
Cathedral is kind of... I'm used to seeing Cathedral done first simply because it unlocks your third character and kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at for the rest of the scene.
Yeah, Cathedral is one of the most common initial checks because it enables you to grab your third character, and if you finish Cathedral, it enables you to get your fourth character. So it's a lot of things to add in to your party possibilities.
Yeah, both of these runners are doing things that I'm not used to seeing. Like, at this point, I would have basically have done my my snail check, the carpenter check, which I routinely forget about, and then we're off to the cathedral. So I think they're doing their checks now, and then they're going to be.
Wow!
I'm gonna guess.
Look at this!
Wow! Oh wow! That
A
is
simultaneous lazy carpenter check.
all
Incredible.
right. And Chrono trigger. So that's one
Chrono
item.
trigger.
That's one item for the Black Almond Go mode, and credits.
Yeah, so far we will possibly not be seeing different go mode from the runners, but maybe.
We're still. Yeah, we're like 6 minutes in, so we haven't seen anything super duper interesting or exciting quite yet.
Yeah. So as per said, the Chrono Trigger is one of the items required for the Black Omen Go mode. So the other items are dependent, which will give them access to the future, and the clone. So it requires 3 key items total to be able to unlock that Go mode.
Oh, so in this particular version, the last boss can be Lavos or Zeal 2. So if you go through the Black Omen, you don't need to fight Zeal and then go back through and fight Lavos. You just fight Zeal or you fight Lavos. One or the other. It's very, very neat and clean.
Interesting enough, a very clean fight from Imolen here using shock. Xelpher decided to go with another strategy, investing 2 power tabs already on Ayla and using a Berserker on Robo.
That it is. And it's Frog.
Ooh. What were you saying again about Frog?
Yeah, our third character is Frog, and I'm very much so kind of up in the air because Robo kind of does everything that Frog does, just in a slower package. If we get Robo's ribbon, though, at this point, Frog is kind of just superfluous, unless we need to do Magus' Castle, in which case Frog is one of the characters you need.
Yeah, let's think about in terms of techniques, like dual attacks, triple attacks. In terms of dual attacks, we'll probably be seeing, trying to get things like Blade Toss Drop Kick, which is a really powerful drop kick with Frog and Alan. Boogie here with Alan Robo. And Rock Throw will enable a dual attack called Beast Toss from Alien Robo.
Yeah, Boogie is one of those ones that really threw me for a loop because I didn't know that you can stop the golems, and I think I saw that first in a koala seed or the seed that koala played in.
Yes, exactly. Boogie is a very good tech to use against several bosses that are vulnerable to status effects, such as Flea plus Super Slash, or even the Golems.
Yeah, I don't think Masa and Mune are, but I think, well, I think Masa and Mune are susceptible to it, but not the combination Masa Mune.
I mean, but also we have to consider that Masamune is a lower tier boss, like they have 1000 HP and doesn't offer a lot of threats to the party usually. But it's nice to have this information.
Yeah, it is. So we have Xelpher. He's checking the old man's tabs, giving the bromide. I don't know what he's doing with it. We don't need to know. But yeah, Xelpher is out. It looks like I'm All In is going to be clearing the cathedral, which will give him access to his fourth character, and we'll get to see our first boss.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is the first significant divergence in terms of routing from both of them. So Xelpher decided to take this fight here. Maybe he wants to learn some techs with Frog, because this fight will give him 8 tech points. And maybe with the tech doubling effect, he'll be able to learn other techs. And maybe he wants to clear Denadora or get the rock or even get the speed tab up there. But by this level, it's kind of a tough and a hard fight if you want to face the boss here. That's why I think he's going further away and leaving the mountain.
Yeah, it looks like he was just taking the first fight for the experience. Probably worthy of note that Frog is the first character we have who you actually need to unlock magic for. So it's for Chrono, Nadia, Luca, and Frog are the 4 characters you need to actually go to the end of time and unlock the rest of their techs. Otherwise, they're just going to know the first 3 that they learn, and that's it.
Yeah, and it's something we definitely want to do as soon as possible, because being locked with only 3 techs, it will limit a lot your firepower.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, that sucks.
Indeed. Oh, and it's Flea, our first random boss.
Oh, and it's vanilla Flea, so this could be interesting.
Yeah, the biggest issue and threat that Flea has is the ability to use the D stare at a counter attack. When he's at minus 50%, less than 50% hit points, has a chance to use D stare, and that will be an AoE physical attack, very powerful physical attack against all members of your party. But other than that, I think it's just some status effects that you should be worried about. And that's this there.
Oh,
but yeah, he's able to survive.
At this level, though, it can still do some serious damage.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is that if you want to queue up several attacks, so maybe that's an issue, because Flea will be able to do 2 times this there and in a row, and that might wipe you.
Yeah, especially as your first boss. It's not exactly something. Oh, and just like that, it's over.
It's over.
Dropped an elixir, and we'll get to see who our 4th character is.
And meanwhile, Xelpher is clearing the cave here to unlock another key item after he beats the boss here. And this check is really good because it unlocks a lot of tech points for the party. And considering that Ayla and Robo, they don't have to unlock magic, so that's a lot of tech points that he's going to be taking use of.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's not bad. It's just Frog is kind of at the bottleneck right now where we need the gate key or something like that to get magic unlocked. And I'm all in just got Luca.
What do you... Isn't this a game changer?
Yeah, like for me, this would be like my end game team.
For sure.
Oh, wow. Especially if Luca knows Flare.
That's definitely going to be a huge advantage for Imoland if Luca starts with Flare or Fire 2 or Mega Bomb. I mean, a lot of packs are possible here for... And Flare's there. Flare is there.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
Let's see. Yeah.
Stuff just got real, son.
And I mean, is Xelpher going to head back to Cathedral to clear the back of Cathedral and unlock Luca? He doesn't know that Luca is behind Cathedral, and usually runners will only go back to Cathedral if they really need. So maybe he'll not be unlocking Luca for some time now.
No, just kind of a bummer, but we'll see what sort of a team Xelpher puts together. I'm all in. He might just keep this team unless he finds something else that's just like maybe Magus, but that's a big maybe.
Yeah, and one thing to note as well is that Frog is available and he has Frog Squash already unlocked, so he could actually unlock Frog Flare. It would be doing a lot of damage from early on. That would also be a really good party with Frog, Luca, and Ayla.
Frog, Luca, and Ayla. That's kind of an interesting team. But it would work. It's always nice to have either Frog or Robo. I prefer Robo because he Prism Shard. So is the thing. Back to what I was saying. Robo's healing seems to work better than Frog's does.
Yeah, if you use a lot of magic tabs, if you invest magic tabs on Robo or a Frog, they will have a really good healing. The overall heal technique from Frog heals more than the heal beam, but if you use magic tabs on Robo, he'll be healing as much.
There's also the whole thing where you need to unlock magic for Frog. So kind of keeping in one hand in lieu of Robo is kind of sort of hamstringing yourself there.
And Xelpher got the Prism Shard. So what is the Prism Shard again?
The Prism Shard is basically a fetch quest for Nadia. It allows you to go into the castle and do the King's Trial. I think you do actually need to drop by the castle in 600 AD, destroy the rainbow shell, and then you go back to 1000 AD, do the trial, do the fight, and there's at least one key item involved.
Yes. You'll be rewarded with one key item, and if you also charge the Moonstone, which is another key item that's available, you'll be able to get a second key item out of the Prism Shard quest. But that requires access to prehistory and the future, so it means that you would need the gate key and the pendant to get the second key item out of the Prism Shard quest.
And Moonstone. You need the Moonstone too, so you can turn it into the Sunstone, and then turn it's a big long fetch quest.
It is.
So something we didn't talk about is Xelpher did finish Hecarim Cave, and in the back was Mega Mutant.
Indeed, the Mega Mutants. So we have a lot of randomized bosses all around the sea. And
Yeah.
Mega Mutant is actually a good one to fight because you can either use physical attacks or magical attacks.
Yeah, Mega Mutant isn't too huge of a barrier. Giga Mutant and Terra Mutant is an entirely different map. They can hit like a truck and they can TPK you fairly effectively, fairly quickly.
Exactly. Yeah, and they are fast. They are fast. They can queue up a lot of attacks, and you don't even have the time to recover sometimes.
Yeah, and without having Nadia to cast haste, you're just kind of the speed you have is the speed you have, and that's it.
So another route divergence here, Xelpher decided to dig into the desert and do some grinding actually. So he's using shock and normal attacks to clear those fights. Those fights will reward him with a lot of experience points and several tech points. So it's going to enable both Ayla and Robo to unlock more attacks.
Yeah, so that's not a bad thing at all. I'm sorry, a cat kind of has my attention right now, but yeah. So that mutant fight, kind of blink and you miss it, went really fast for I'm all in. Xelpher looks like he might be doing his chef check.
Mm-hmm. So the Xenon Bridge here is another possible check. It's quite fast for you to see what is the key item behind it. So you just talk to the chef and you wait for that pipe down, what do you know message, and you leave the castle and he's going to give you a key item and a power tab. And if you don't want to keep that key item, for example, there, Moonstone, Xelpher's like deciding if he wants to keep or not, you can reset out of it.
Yeah. So Xelpher's decided that he is not up for the Moonstone. This point of the game, not a bad call, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would have given it a second thought if he had Maul available and knew where the gate key or dependent was. I mean, but by 20 minutes in, he doesn't know. Still need Maul, gate key, and dependent. He's not going to do that.
Yeah. It's just that there's so much left to do that the Moonstone might not be the best choice, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Quite yet, but again, like if we had like the gate key or the pendant and Nadia, then I might pick it up just so it's kind of in the back pocket. As you never know if you might actually need it or not.
And we are seeing the same decision to grind here in the desert. I'm Olen is using flare. So the flare technique from Luca will be doing more damage than Robo Shock, and it's going to be an advantage for him for this beginning.
Oh, wow. So yeah, we see Luca, her flare is being used to great effect here. It always keeps throwing me for a loop because you go into the desert, typically you're going to be wanting, like in vanilla or vanilla bosses, you're going to want water, but this is boss random. You don't need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an interesting idea here is to do your grind, I mean, and then leave the desert, save, and then you go check the boss. Because if something happens, we never know. We have random bosses, so surprises can happen, and we don't want that, right?
Right. Xelpher will never know if mountains are nice or not.
Mm-hmm.
Are they? Are they not? Will we ever know? The silver rock.
Silver rock. It's actually quite interesting to see the silver rock here because it's actually the triple tech rock for Ayla, Frog, and Robo. Would you believe that?
Yeah, that's an interesting piece of happenstance right there.
Mm-hmm. We just don't know if they have the required tech for that, but it is.
Yeah,
For that,
so I don't even know what tech it unlocks or what techs they need for that to be perfectly
I am
honest.
going to do a double check here. Mhm.
There we go. I see we have Maya joining us for comms. And we're going to see who Masa and Mune transform into the Rust Tyranno.
Mm.
And I'm all in says that he wants. Oh no, he says he does not want that moonstone. So we'll see what his next check is going to be.
So the silver rock will require Robo Tackle from Robo, Tailspin from Ayla, and Leap Slash from Frog. I don't think they have all those.
So Rust Tyranno in the randomizer is not as big a deal as he was in vanilla. Especially in this spot where he doesn't have a whole lot of HP. I mean, he can still hit pretty hard, but typically you're gonna be able to damage him enough that that you're gonna knock him out before he does his before his countdown finishes and he lays the hurt down.
Yeah, and even if the countdown finishes and he unleashes his ultimate attack, it will probably not wipe the whole party at once in a single attack. So it's not that menacing indeed. Again, we are seeing the same checks from both runners right now. So Xelpher is finishing his climb here in Denador Mountains. I'm
Yeah,
Olen.
sorry, there's just not a whole lot to say right now because we got, a fight going on that's going reasonably well, and the march up Denadoro, there's not a whole heck of a lot to mention there.
I mean, we have to say that those are great skips that I'm Olen is doing, right?
Okay. One interesting thing about Denadoro, I guess, is that there are a lot of skips you can pull off.
Yes, a lot of skips, and they will save you a lot of time. Any guess? Any guess, Esper, for the key item here?
Hold on 1 minute for me. Something's not right.
And that's Thomas Pop. Thomas Pop for Xelpher. So the Thomas Pop is one of the key items that is another like type of a small fetch quest that you can pour it on Thomas' grave at the West Cape in Shores in 1000 AD, and you speak to his spirit, and his spirit will open up Giant's Claw in 600.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My headphones went kind of wonky, but so we got a Thomas Pop from where did we get the Thomas Pop?
Denodoro Mountains.
Okay, so that's just another fetch quest. We just have a whole bunch of fetch quests going on, don't we? That's Thomas Pop again. It's not a huge fetch quest, but you do need to go to 600 AD, and then you need to go to 1000 AD, and then back to 600 AD, and then you go through the cave, which can have some mid to high tier gear, and then that's kind of all she wrote.
And one of the good things about Thomas Pop is that it will give the runners like a triple tech rock and also a set of 3 power tabs if they decide to grab them all. And we're seeing Nisbil here in the desert. Ooh, a Nisbil 1.
Yeah, Visible One, so luckily Robo knows shock, so it's not going to be that huge a deal.
Yeah, the idea, the best strategy against Nisbil 1 is to use a lightning elemental attack, such as lightning, lightning 2, shock, luminaire, and then he will lower his defense.
Slash also works too.
Slash, yeah, true.
No, it's not slash. It's whatever is. I think the second skill in
slot.
Chrono's slot. Yeah, so that could be anything really. You're kind of out of luck though if it's like life.
Yeah, slash works, and that was a really quick Nisbil fight with cat attack, shock, and I mean, Xelpher is pushing it really fast.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Frog is kind of hamstringed. He only knows the 3 attacks, so I think Slash Cut is about what he has, except for like Frog Squash. But Ayla knows Dino Tail, so I hate to say it, but at this point, Frog is kind of dead weight.
Oh, poor Frog. I mean, I have to say, I would really like to see the runners using Frog Flare, because it would be doing a lot more damage.
Yeah.
But maybe next tournament.
Yeah, Frog, it becomes a lot more useful if you can find the Grand Leon and the
Hero Medal.
Yeah, and the Hero Medal. When you find that, he is just a dynamo. If you don't have him when you're in your team, what is wrong with you? Because he is just he is all I can say.
So right now we have several possibilities of checks. So we are kind of limited in the 600 AD and 1000 AD, but we still have question mark. What are the key items that we can do? Thomas Pop? What else?
Yeah.
I think that's it, because let's see, Moonstone in the Xenobridge check. So we know Denodoro is Thomas Pop.
And the desert has jerky.
Oh.
Jerky.
Oh, okay.
It looks like Xelpher is going to do the turn-in for that, though, because while it is kind of like jerky, that's kind of useless, it can get you some fairly high-tier gear.
Indeed. It doesn't lead to progress, but it will enable you to be have a better party overall if you get a great equipment.
Yeah, and actually, this isn't high tier gear that you're getting. It's going to be awesome tier. Slasher plus...
very unfortunate rewards, yeah.
Slasher 2+. That's,
It's a great weapon, but for Chrono, and we don't know where Chrono is right now.
No, we do. He is in Toma's grotto or Frog's grotto, so
Oh.
probably not gonna be seeing him. At least I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Azure is right. Giant's Claw is progression.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the only check right now that they have available.
That's
And it, right?
yeah, that is yeah. That's kind of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have Nadia, so we can't do any of that. Yeah, basically progression is Giant's Claw, and we'll see what we come up with as far as that goes.
Yeah, one of the downsides of having to use flare every time is that it's very MP intensive. So we are seeing I'm all in like zero ethers right now,
Ugh.
and that's not good.
No. One technique that I've seen some runners use is they'll just go to a store and buy 99 ethers.
I think they would love to buy 99 ethers, but a very limited situation with the hard items. And ethers are costing like 240, if I recall correctly, and that would be a lot of money.
Yeah, but to be fair, you kind of also need that MP regeneration. Just
For sure.
you need it because basically everything that you need, which is like flare, shock,
Mm-hmm.
triple kick. I don't know if we have that yet or not. They're gonna cost a ton of MP, and you just gotta have something, something to soak that up.
And also, I think it's very interesting to note that the time difference that we are seeing here, I mean, Xelpher is slightly ahead in terms of the logic progression, the checks, but we have to consider that I'm all in did finish Fidro, and he unlocked Luca with Flare. So let's see how that's going to be a big advantage or not for him.
Yeah. One big interesting roll of the dice would be if I'm all in found Nadia with Ice 2, which unlocks Antipode 2, Antipode 2, Antipode 3. Yeah.
That's
just
true.
Yeah,
Antipode 3 is one of the best dual attacks that we have in Chrono Trigger.
And do we have all the text to use it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and,
Well, so far with Luca having access to Flare, that if he finds more with Ice 2.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Is that what is it, like Lifeguard or Life Protect, something, Life Force, something like that? Where it's basically like a green dream for everyone.
What again?
Is that the skill that the Gold Rock unlocks? Is the
the Gold Rock?
Lifeline?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, Lifeline is the triple attack with Chrono, Marl, and Robo, and Lifeline does not require it. The Gold Rock is actually another attack. Let me check here. The Gold Rock enables Maul, Frog, and Robo to use the triple attack that is the Grand Dream.
Ooh.
The Grand Dream is like a Frog Squash, but it's more powerful.
Which is always better.
Mm-hmm.
So, Xelpher is fighting Rubble, and Rubble is one of those things where if you find one and you're still missing AP or TP, try and kill it, because it'll I think it.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, that is a trade-off there. If the rebel runs away, then you kind of lose the time that you were trying to invest in that fight. So we are seeing like a smaller time difference between the runners right now because of that grind there against the rebels. But let's see if that's going to pay off. It's kind of hard to choose whether you'll be fighting them or not because, well, he can run away.
yeah, the trade-off is you get. I think in the randomizer you get 50 TP out of them, which is not an insignificant number.
And that's
Anyway,
Hacker.
all right. So basically, you're using magic against him. So
Mhm.
frog.
Frog will not do anything, actually. So that's only Robo with Shock. And that's an advantage for Imolen right now, heading into this fight with Flare.
Yeah, so that's going to be a huge benefit. Um,
I mean, using Shock to do a lot of damage, I'm going to check right now what's the amount of damage that we actually need to fight here. And that's
yeah,
a
it is.
5,000
Oh,
HP spot.
that's kind of tough when all you're doing is
700?
700 ish, and your only damage dealer is.
Mm-hmm.
So you better hope you have some ethers, because you're gonna need them.
So answering the question in chat, what's the goal mode here? So there are three possible ways to reach go mode. So one of the go modes is requires you to find both pieces of the sword, so the bent shield, the bent sword, and having Frog in your party, and you can forge the Massimion and having access to Magus Castle. It will lead you to the Dark Ages, and then you can reach Ocean Palace to fight Lavos. Another go mode is having the Gate Key, the Dreamstone, and the Ruby Knife. And those three items will grant you, the Gate Key will grant you access to history, the Dreamstone will unlock Tyrannal Lair Dungeon, and then you can reach the Dark Ages again and open up the Ancient Palace.
My favorite one, the Black
Oh,
Almond. You need the pendant, you need the Chrono trigger, and you need Chrono's clone, which will grant you access to Death Peak. You scale Death Peak, and then you're off into the Black Almond, going towards your Zeal 2 fight to finish the game.
indeed. So if you have any further questions, please feel free to ask them. So don't you agree right now that with that flare, that's going to be the advantage required for Imolen to do a much faster fight against Ekran here?
Yeah, because, I mean, like, Xelpher is not super... I think he only has, like, a couple ethers left, so it is possible he could soft lock here.
I mean, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. With Shock, he's able to win, but it's going to take a while.
Yeah, the whole taking a while is the issue, because... I'm all in. Danger Roll Robinson. Robo is, he's taking a nap.
But that's not for a very long time because of the AI, for Hakron AI. He will stop, and you do have the time. You do have the time to recover. I don't know if Anne was counting that.
Okay, so
Nice.
the hero medal, which will allow him to get the key item check in Frog's Grotto.
Very good strategy from I'm All and using Flare to finish this fight off, and the time difference is now really
It's
close.
close.
It is.
So Xelpher puts the hero medal on Frog, so now he is less useless now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if I'm doing the no.
That is quite an impressive new sighting there.
Well, like I said, it's in my contract.
Yeah, and again, I mean, Frog would be helping a lot with that hero medal.
Yeah,
If- Mhm.
it's kind of like a prison dress for him. I know that it gives you shell.
Shell, barrier, prism specs, everything that you would like.
The pendant. There it
Ooh.
was. Okay.
Nice.
Here's where the rubber hits the road. This is kind of a fetch quest where we need to go and submit ourselves for a trial, go through the prison, and then it's off into the future, where the pendant then gets charged up, and you can check all those lovely sealed doors and chests, and it's awesome.
I'm Olen grabbing his jerky reward right now, and quite possibly they will be starting the prison sequence at the exact same time.
That's neat. Another thing worth noting is that the pendant can roundabout get you to the end of time and get you to unlock magic. It's kind of a pain in the butt though. You get to the future, and then you go through the factory, and then you end up in the end of time. So I guess it's not that huge of a pain in the butt. It's just time consuming.
It is very time consuming, and I don't think they are going that route, honestly, because it will take a lot of time just to unlock magic. And well, we have to consider Robo and Ayla. They are there, and they don't require unlocking magic, so it's just for either Luca or Robo. I don't think they'll be doing that, but let's see.
Probably not, but I mean, I'm talking for Luca. It's good to have those other techs just in case you do need them.
Mhm.
Unlikely, but it's a thing that can happen.
Yeah, the downside of not unlocking magic in their situations, I mean, Frog is not contributing very much to Xelpher's body. I think we have to admit that, I guess. And Luca is limited in terms of dual attacks right now, because Flare will not enable any dual attack with either Robo or Ayla. Only Frog with Frog Flare.
Taking Frog to get his techs unlocked though will unlock like Leap Slash, which is a fairly useful physical. It'll unlock Heal, Cure 2. He already knows it does Cure 2. Heal. It'll unlock some things that are very nice to have.
Yeah. If Xelpher decides to keep this body for the end game, he'll definitely want to unlock magic for Frog because of Dropkick. Dropkick is almost required for this end for this body to be successful at the end game.
Yeah. I did see Xelpher put some power tabs on Ayla, so we know that she, well, it was either Xelpher or I'm all in, but I think she's staying for the end game. Which isn't a bad gig, especially if she learns Kiss, because it's a fairly powerful heal, and I think it also heals status effects, so you're good there.
Yeah, and Xelpher's a tricky spot to be on right now because, I mean, if he wants to keep this body, he'll probably he'll need to unlock magic for Frog, but he doesn't know who is behind the Protodome, so maybe it's Marl, maybe it's Magus. We don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe Frog will not see the end game, but I mean, they have access to the hero medal.
yeah. So, like, if you find the Grand Leon with that, Frog would be um, in game, no question in my mind.
Also true. Another strategy or routing that they can consider is finishing the factory to unlock magic for Frog, and then heading into Mount Bow. And we know Mount Xelpher is a very fond of a Mount Bow play.
Yeah, I mean, WoW does have some awesome tier stuff, but it's aptly named because, oh man, it is slog. The end boss can wreck you fairly effectively, but sometimes the gear up there is worth having.
Indeed. I think we have to remember the previous game, the game 2, by having from the advantage by looting WoW, Xelpher was able to keep Chrono up in the very final Lava's Gauntlet fight and win versus Imolen. That was one of the advantages that he had with the immune helm that he found on Mount WoW.
Ooh. So we have our. Okay, so Xelpher is done with the dragon tank, and I'm all in, just finished. So we're off to the future.
Here we go.
What
Can
will bring
you
us to the future?
can you imagine if the clone was available at the Sun Palace?
Oh man. Oh, that
Ooh,
would be that'd be
can you imagine? Or even
wow.
Arisdom. I mean, taking time to unlock magic for Frog and then jumping into Mount Woe, it's
Was
going
that
to
an
be a huge time investment.
was that an Eon Helm Plus that I just saw drop? I think it was.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Let's
spicy.
double check. Let's double check here from using the I'm all in looting. A Taban vest minus a silver earring and an Aeon helmet plus. Indeed.
Ooh, that's spicy. I think I saw a Pearl Edge Plus just drop at Banger Dome. So,
Hmm.
yeah, so this isn't a bad choice. Mermaid caps for sale.
And I think it's a good time to refresh that we have the gear randomization on. And whenever we see an item that it's a item something plus, and it's actually better and has improved stats over the normal version of the item.
Whereas a minus, I think it takes away the status effects that it has and it's
Mhm.
a protective item. Or is that a question mark?
Question mark is that we are unsure whether the item is better or different. I mean, it depends on the effect in your party and how you're going to use the effect, so we don't actually know if it's better or not.
Yeah,
For example, I think we have just to take note about this question mark. I do remember something like a Nova Armor question mark, and instead of granting status protection, it granted haste effect.
ooh. So I'm all in. It is check, and it is Megas. So,
But
uh,
but but that's a free amulet. I don't think he.
are you kidding me?
That's a
Is he
free.
is I think all in is gonna do a Genodome check.
Speed plus 2 on that AO helmet. And we have a
Oh,
14 speed looker for a great
oh,
Geno. Let's
oh
go.
man. So yeah, Zilfer gets that free amulet, and I don't know if Magus knows. He knows dark matter too.
Oh.
Okay.
Goodbye, frog.
He's still, well, yeah. Even with the hero medal, it's kind of a hard sell to not swap him out with a like dark mist, dark matter megas. That's an easy call. Megas instead of Akuhesh. You and I need to have some words.
Yeah, we have to agree that this party decision is quite efficient in terms of not having to unlock magic.
Yeah, it is actually. Come to think about it, so that does save you some time. Although I'm all in with Luca. Oh, Super Slash. Who is the?
Yeah, Super Slash is one of those bosses that you can actually use Boogie versus. So, yeah, he could have stopped him, and the fight would go
Much faster,
much.
or much easier at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, Shadow Retro. Who is the best Gorilla Chrono Trigger? Shala, of course. I thought we all knew that. Yeah. And I was a real quick Super Slash.
That was. Now we are very curious to see the key item reward out of this.
Yep, and now we have the hardest part of the game, the stupid rat. I hate that rat so much.
Oh.
So much. But Xelpher gets it first time, so that's very well played.
Very well.
I still hate that rat though. Now and forever, I will always hate it.
We have to consider two things about Genodome here. The first one is the rewards in terms of experience. Imoland is going to leave Genodome with a higher level than Xelpher right now because of this sequence of fights here. And the second is the rewards in terms of items. A lot of great chest tier here.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I checked chat again, and Dr. Skywalker says that he has a certain way to hold your controller. Let me ask, is it a thumb on B, index on A, and your other hand on the D-pad or control stick? Because that's how I do it. But yeah, Gino has some great stuff as far as gear goes. I didn't see anything worth writing home in the sealed door of Aerostone, though.
Mm-hmm. I think there was a Mega Elixir.
That's actually really nice to have, especially if you're gonna, especially if it turns into a black almond seed, or dark almond, black almond, dark almond. I forget.
Black almond.
Anyway, that's it. Yeah. But yeah.
So here in Genodome, runners have a possibility of trying and attempting a skip that we call the Genodome skip. It's a very, very tight, very few frames window that you can go backwards on the conveyor belt and not visit the second floor, and it saves like a couple of times.
Yeah, I think you're like you have 2 times to attempt it, and at that point it's just easier to go up top.
Mm-hmm.
But it is so swag to actually see it pulled off.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think Imoland is going for it. No, not yet.
Not yet. Nope.
I mean, we also have to consider in terms of it's less than 1 hour mark, and I think it would be quite a good idea actually to go and do the extra fights because they do need the levels.
That is true, yeah. So, is that Retinite at
with triple kick, that's not going to be very, very hard. With triple kick and Robo Tackle.
Triple kick, Robo Tackle, plus the spells that Magus has, it
Mhm.
can make it very quick. Yeah, so yeah, this is not going to be a long battle.
I am pretty sure he is preparing for the skip.
Yep. Yep,
He
if
must
open
be
it,
feeling very nervous right now.
we believe in you, I'm all in.
Let's go.
Wait, Nathan just asked a very good question. Did I'm all in just get a gold stud?
He got it first try.
Oh, the swag.
Nice. Well, if
So,
he found a gold stud, that would be big because of flare. Gold
yeah,
studs.
you put that on Muka, and it's a 5 MP flare.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure. Did he?
I don't know. If he did,
We'll
haven't-
surely see its effect soon enough.
yes, we will. Bumper bot, man. That's the biggest thing that I hate about the Genodome is bumper bot.
Mhm. So, we have to take note that I'm Olan's decision to go Genodome first. It's actually a longer dungeon, so it's taking him more time. And meanwhile, Xelpher is actually grabbing 2 key items out of his fights here.
Yeah.
So the first one from Ares Dome and the second one here from the Sun Palace check.
The Aerosdome did drop the Dream Stone. So we're like the gate key and a ruby knife away from go mode, I think. And a clone.
And that's Ruby Knife. Wow. Now he only needs
So-
the gate key. Interesting.
That's ooh,
Interesting.
yeah. I'm also not a huge fan of the Chrono there because I can never get any of the skips. And it just turns into a slog. Yeah. I need to actually sit down and watch your video, Moon. I'm sorry I haven't. I've been lazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd say with a couple of hours of practice and you'll be ready for any Tyranno anytime.
Yeah. Just needs to hop into the woodshed.
Yeah, a lot of those skips, they are quite precise, but you do have some cues here and there that you can use. Ooh, Xelpher heading into Genodome. Okay.
And he's gonna reap the rewards from all that TP he's gonna get.
For sure. That's going to set him for the final dungeon.
Yeah, he's gonna be set up. So, any guesses on what's gonna be behind this? Well, there's the boss up here, and what's behind the boss? I would love to know.
Oh, the good thing about Genodome is actually the boss spot HP is quite low. If you all things considered, it's a 3,000 hit point spot, so it's not that much.
No, and it is a Tropos XR.
Tropos XR. Oh, very close to vanilla, right? Because a Tropos XR would be a fight very close to that spot.
Yeah, it's what we call French vanilla in the Super Metroid randomizer. So, yeah. But yeah, this is gonna go real quick.
Very close. Yeah, real quick. I mean, flare, shock, triple kick.
Yeah, it's like Ayla's doing 12. I think Flare's doing 12 too. We have to charm the robot first though.
Ooh.
To get a demon hit. To get a demon hit?
Even if he decides not to use that, or if he does not have any use for that item, he can still sell it.
Yep.
Time for the reward.
And it is the bent sword.
Oh, that's not very exciting.
But
Ouch.
wait, the
I
bent
guess.
sword? Do we know where the bent hilt is?
Well, yes.
Was that snail stop?
Yes.
We have frog?
Yes.
That's go mode.
Go mode it is. I mean, I said it's not very exciting because we are past the 1 hour mark, and I'm pretty sure runners would not like to head into Magus Castle right now, but maybe they will because it's the first go mode. I don't think Anne is going to search for another go mode.
There's stuff to say because he got go mode. He might not know he's in go mode actually, but he is taking this this fight. Maybe he's hoping to find the clone here.
Actually, yeah, we have to do the logic here. As said in chat, we have the logic boiling down that the gate key would be on Mount Woe, actually, because Marl is locked in the Dactyl nest, right? And
Yeah.
everything might be behind the Prism Shard, because we only have... What have we not seen? Mount
Let's
Woe.
see. We haven't seen Mount Woe. We haven't seen anything in prehistory.
But for that,
That's it.
we would need the gate key, and the only possible key item placement for the gate key would be Mount Woe, yes.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for Xelpher, that was like a 50-50 chance, like choice. I mean, I think he's going to try to skip as well. Let's see. But Anne has the possibility of getting his go mode, but he really wants to search for another one. But I don't know if he's going to do Ares Dome right now, because it's either Ares or Mount Woe for him.
Yeah. Was it Xelpher or I'm All In who does Mount Woe?
Xelpher likes to do Mount Woe, but maybe I don't think Anne is going to do Mount Woe by this with this situation right now.
He knows he has go mode. He's getting the pieces.
Yes.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So I think we have to. I mean, we can actually say how it's going to be for go for runners right now. Xelpher is going to finish this. He's going to grab his sword piece, and he'll have the decision to go to Mount Woe to get the gate key and do Terreno Lair, or to go through Magus Castle, right?
Yeah, unless he finds the clone, in which case he could do the Mount Woe check. Or the Black Almond.
But the clone will certainly be behind the Prism Shard rewards.
That's a good point.
And that would be Magus Castle Go mode first for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll see what we come up with.
Very interesting. I think for Imolen, actually, by heading into Magus Castle, and we have to say that there is a possibility of unlocking magic after you finish Magus Castle, so there's that to keep in mind.
Yeah. Oh, and he's also doing a gear check for the Terra arm.
Nice. Great.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Is the Terra arm one of the best weapons for Robo? If not,
there's like the Crisis arm, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's a top tier weapon for Robo, and
absolutely
great timing.
Yeah, I actually go with the Terra arm over the Crisis arm because the Crisis arm while nice, it can be a little iffy on the damage. Like if you attack and then you get hit, and then suddenly you're hitting for nothing instead of like
Yeah,
a million.
yeah, for
Well,
sure. It's not very consistent.
yeah, where
It's not
the
very
Terra,
consistent.
yeah, whereas the Terra arm just hits like a truck all the
Mm,
time, every time.
yeah. I think we lost. Did we
Uh, his timer
lost
isn't
them?
running, so
Okay, good. Nice.
okay. Yeah,
That was
just
a very got me scared for a moment. And well, I mean, question.
question, answer.
Is the question is Mount Woe plus Tyranno faster than Megas Castle? Question mark.
The answer, I'm not sure we're gonna actually know because I think Xelpher. No, you're right. Xelpher still needs to pick one of the two dungeons to do.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing Xelpher, he might roll the dice and go for Mount Woe.
Let's say if Mount Woe, if he runs away from every encounter there, it takes like 7 minutes, maybe 6. And then you have Tyranno like on an extra 12, maybe. That would be about 18. And Magus Castle, I would say as much. Maybe it's the same.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's a tough call.
It's a tough call.
Yeah,
Indeed.
really, it kind of depends upon what Xelpher is going to do. If he goes Auristone, we'll see another Magus Castle. If he goes Mount Woe, we're going to see Tyranno.
Mm-hmm. I think yeah, it's up for him to decide, but it's a tough call to do. I mean, the good thing about Mount Woe is loot and experience points, so he will not have to grind. If he decides to do Magus Castle, that's a lot of grinding that's required. But I mean, also considering Genodome was done, cleared, I don't think they'll grind at all. So
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. So, what are we doing now? Yep. Okay, Xelpher knows that he has Go Mode too. Or, no. Yes? No?
Yeah,
No.
I think yeah, he has committed to Magus Castle apparently.
Yeah, he has. So, has he done Eris?
Yes, yes, he has done both Ares, Sun Palace, and Genodome actually.
So, yeah, he knows he's Go Mode. So,
Mm-hmm. But I think it's one of the questions that we can note for the interview is why this over Mount Woe and Tyranno, right?
yeah, that'd be a very interesting question. I'm all in. In the place of Slash, I saw a Dalton. Yeah, that's Dalton, all right. Which one?
Dalton.
Dalton.
Oh, I would be.
What?
Ooh, yeah, I would
Oh,
say that is a very menacing fight, but considering they have cleared Genodome, well, they do have the levels to go very quickly here.
whoa. And Flair is doing 17. That's nothing to snivel at.
I don't think either Anne or Xelpher will face any troubles or issues here in the Magus Castle,
I
and
don't
quite
think so.
yeah, quite possibly like doing the fastest Magus Castle that you can, like avoiding the pit, everything, and just rushing through it. I think would be the right strategy, maybe.
Yeah, I think what this might come down is the Ocean Palace grind.
Mm-hmm. Indeed,
If
yeah.
yeah, if they do it at all. Um, they are in a good position though because they both have Ayla. I believe that Ayla is actually going to be in their end game party.
Mm-hmm.
She knows Dino Tail. And Frog knows Frog Squash, so the elevator is going to be easy peasy. And I'm sorry my co-commentator is being so mouthy. She just has a lot to say. The best cutscene in the game, right here.
Best scene. Here we go.
I wish we got like the full Frogs theme in this. And we have Flea.
Flee question mark and then another random boss after this. What is the random boss that we're going to face here?
Zombor.
Over. Yeah, I mean, as we said, nothing major that will make them fear that they are like under leveled or anything. There is one Mega Elixir available.
Yeah. Save that probably for Lavos 3 probably.
For sure.
Because Lavos 3 is a jerk.
Yeah, we never know what may happen.
Well, yeah, basically Lavos 3 is just a jerk. Unless Lavos 2 decides he's gonna do two boomerangs on the same character, in which case it's just
Okay, let's note that's a 115, or the first initial bosses down for Imoland, 115.
And he found himself a magic tab.
It's going to be a very close race. It is a very close race. It's going to be until the end. We never know. It only finishes when a level 3 is down. And anything can happen. It's anyone's game.
Do we have any guesses on who's gonna be the boss in Magus's castle?
Good question.
My money is on Nadia. And yes, I call her Nadia because I believe that her name is Marley. Convince me I'm wrong. You cannot. Either way, Nadia is correct. So.
Silence. I think it's going to be Frog.
Well, we haven't seen Nadia, so it's likely that she's there.
It's Frog's revenge for kicking him out of the party.
Could be.
It is.
It could be Chrono too. Come to think of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we have to question. I mean, we have to question ourselves. Like, they have access to the hero battle, and it's not enough. A frog squash with frog flare with hero medal, and it's not enough. Poor frog.
Well, to be fair, we have everything we need with Luca, so there's not much more to be done, or said for that matter, so we're good there.
Except for Blaze Kick, right? Blaze Kick.
Is Blaze Kick Fire 2, or is that
Fire 2? Yeah, Fire 2.
Well, maybe they'll be unlocking that after Magus's Castle, and I hope it's the next tech.
I think Anne's Grinds. Ooh, that was a nice escape there.
That
Great.
was slick.
Saving a lot of time.
Yeah, it's always a bad time though when you like go through that room and
Oh, but he
fight.
got into this fight.
Oh, that's no fun.
He'll need to use cat attack against the or robo attack against the outlaw.
Yeah.
Because fire is not going to work against the outlaw.
Nope. But Ayla sure does.
I think like looking ahead, it's going to boil down to the amount of tech points that Luca will require to unlock Fire 2 after he unlocks Magic after finishing Mega's Castle. So If Fire 2 is available early on, I don't think he'll grind as much because he's at level 28. We can go down after the grand fight to level 28. So,
Yeah,
but he needs Blaze Kick.
yeah,
Will help a lot.
yeah. Xelpher doesn't need to unlock magic. Whereas MLVin probably will take the time to do that. That could be the difference.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it will be a couple of minutes investment on max to unlock magic, and then maybe the grind will take some more, maybe several minutes more, and that's the part where we don't want to see Imolen grinding too much because then Xelpher is right behind him.
Yeah, it all comes down to the end game plays. The magic unlock, the Ocean Palace grind. Those are the two big decision makers.
Mm-hmm. In terms of levels, they are all set. I mean, they've done the exact same checks, except for Anne not doing Ares, right? Yeah, from Dreamstone. Yeah, except for Ares Dawn or Anne. They did exactly mostly the same checks.
Yeah, more or less. It's not. I mean, there's not a huge difference. I mean, is Xelpher a little bit behind? I don't know. Speaking of how much game is left to play, no, he's really not. It's I mean, roll a d6. We'll see who wins. That's basically what you got.
And now we can have a time comparison. It's like 120. Xelpher finished both fights, the initial boss fight. So that's a 5-minute difference that we have about right now.
And
it's not much considering levels can levels anytime.
Yeah, the end of time and unlocking magic is going to give Xelpher that time to catch up, and at that point, it's just kind of a drag race to the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Which is super exciting, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a couple of minutes investment for Imolen, and he is definitely going to unlock magic for Luca. I mean, a lot of advantages there.
Yeah, so yeah, we will see what happens. So I saw a charm of one of the cranks and it dropped a Tabbenhelm minus. That's nothing to write home about.
Yeah, if this item, if it's like a huge item that you can like sell for a lot of money, then for sure make sure to charm all of them. But that was not the case, I guess.
Nope, Tabbenhelm minus is nothing.
Not very exciting, right?
Nope, nothing to write home about. And Ozzy takes a drop. And
maybe.
We'll
Oh, good.
Ooh, that was clean too.
Clean and very clean. And by not, let's see this final climb here. Ooh, wow, that was impressive. He really wants to go fast.
Gotta go fast.
He is not stopping. Very aggressive and clean climb there.
Oh yeah. Okay, who are we fighting? Come on, I want to see it. Come on, Nadia. Come on, Nadia. And it is. It is. Negus.
Ooh.
That's boring. I'm sorry, I am so underwhelmed. Great. didn't see a gold stud in Imolin's items, unless someone has it equipped, in which case,
Yeah, I don't think he would be using it.
yeah, he could be using well,
Mega's
yeah,
fight starts. Yeah, either Aloy look up. Mega's fight starts 1 hour 24.
not bad.
Opening with a triple kick. I mean, considering Robo and Ayla both with more than 500 hit points, and his use of barriers here.
Not a bad decision.
Yeah. Good call. Use your barriers, protect your party members against magical attacks. The only problem is that he does not have any more barriers. So everyone should survive and keep alive until the end of this fight.
So, is Xelpher going to have to fight Magus too, or is their fight going to be different because they haven't?
It's going to be Magus as well.
Aww. It's boring. But with two entirely different teams, though, that's going to make things a little bit different.
And we're going to see a some difference here in terms of this fight because Mega's counterattacks are randomized, and are randomized. It's not per se, so the sequence of attacks is going to be different. And if Megas decides to use fire, it's a huge advantage for Anne. If he decides to use shadow, it's a huge advantage for himself.
Yeah. If he uses water like he's doing, he's just kind of wait it out, I guess. That's about all you can do at that point.
So only 3 revives and no revive decks for Imo N, and it's something to consider.
Yeah, this might be a chance to do some an emergency endgame shopping trip, because you gotta have some you gotta have ethers, you gotta have revives. You better have some heals on hand too. Yeah, it's just it's just the shops are just kind of
Heal. I got scared for a moment there.
It's all right.
That HP count was very low.
It's all right. We'll be okay.
Good. It's close. It's close. That's his final.
That's it. So, Ayla, I just noticed she has her fist is MD plus 10. I believe that's magic damage plus 10, or damage against magic enemies.
Did damage their defense? MD, like magic
MD.
defense, or
Yeah, just capital M, lowercase v.
ooh, area bomb use.
Not
Nice.
bad.
Time for another flare.
Magus on Magus action. Thank you for that, Hex.
And yeah, it's a 3-minute difference right now.
Or would this be Magus versus Janus? Questions to ponder.
And is done.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the question. A 3-minute difference. Will he go and unlock magic and grind a lot and lose that advantage?
That is the question, is it not?
Yeah. And interesting. Wow, 2.8 thousand damage. Bringing Frog for this fight is an interesting strategy because you can attack, like use an attack with Mass Immune and lower Mega's magic defense to enhance your wow, and it's a very fortunate sequence of elements there with
Yeah,
lightning following shadow again. Wow,
yeah,
very
that's
fortunate. A
very
normal attack, a heal, and another dark matter, and this will be done very soon.
all right. So, Luca learns magic. What is her next tech? That is the big question.
Mhm. The good thing about the grind spot that's going to be available right after they enter the Ocean Palace is that it's the tech doubling effect. That whenever you learn a tech, you actually learn get the tech points again, and you learn a lot of techs quite fast because of that.
Yeah, yeah. But not only that, but about every 2 fights or so, you're going to gain level. So,
Mhm.
I think the only thing they're going to be doing here is going to be learning. Well, we don't know where Fire 2 is in the tech tree, so. Ooh,
Mhm.
we're gonna see what's at the new shop.
That was a really fast mega fight. Really
Yeah,
fast mega fight. A very fortunate sequence of elements.
yeah. Elixirs. Okay, so the end time didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought it was going to. It's going to be the grind. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's it. It's the grind.
And the final Lavos fight for sure.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's poor Frog. He's getting left behind. Oh well. So, is Xelpher going to do his shopping trip, or is he
I
just
mean,
going to teleport?
yeah, and I mean we have to consider. I mean, why not skip this shot and just move on? No.
Yeah. I mean, can it have some good stuff? Well, yeah, it's always going to have an amulet. Occasionally, you'll
It,
find like a prism dress question mark, or like, or mega elixirs or something like that. That can be worth it, but by and large, it can be forgettable. I picked up an amulet. Looks like.
yeah, if you are really safe with your items and your party overall and your levels, I mean, you can actually skip this shop because usually we spend like a couple of minutes investing on like selling everything, making sure we buy the right stuff, and of course, the difference with having an amulet is quite significant, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if your obstacle is cast, if you don't have an amulet on someone, you're kind of out of luck. So yeah, they did pick up an amulet. Oh man, Golem boss, really? That is such
Isn't
a
this
free fight.
isn't this the hardest fight in the game? But no.
No. I think it was the last seed that I commentated that had like a Golem boss. In the Ocean Palace, and then a twin Golem boss. It was like, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Just... okay.
can we share the key item locations right now? like the true TM location for the other go modes?
Sure, I want to know where the clone is. I really want to know.
Oh, the clone was behind the King's Trial key. King's Trial, and Melchior had the Robot Ribbon. So Moonstone would reward them with the Robot Ribbon, and the Prism Shard quest would reward them with the clone.
It's a lot of fetch questing, so
Oh yeah, because the gate key was behind Mount Road.
ugh. Yeah, it's
So
no fun. Some of the best music in the game right here. You just know this is where everything is gonna go down.
is I'm all in liking shelters, or
Oh.
he has decided not to shelter.
Ooh, I always come through here with at least 2 or 3 shelters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And it's getting close. It's getting close.
it's the grind. It's the grind. That's gonna be.
I don't think Anne will grind like too much. If you just take the fights from here, you can learn like 700 tech points by the end of the twin golem fights.
Oh, flame toss is next for Luca. Oh no. How is Anne gonna play this?
Oh, well, I think maybe just fight after fight, checking your attack points. Because he'll learn a lot. I think he'll learn like flame toss and then another attack. But quite possibly Xelpher will just run away from this fight.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Fire
Oh, there it
two!
was, fire
Get it
2.
in! Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
That's it. That's all she wrote. He's moving on.
Oof.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh man. This just got real. Oh,
Wow, that
Wow.
was fast. That was fast.
that was the best thing that could have happened.
Yes,
Wow.
actually yes. For Anne, not for Xelpher, right?
It's still up in the air. It really is. It kind of depends on.
It is still up in the air, but I mean, you said it's the best thing that could happen, but it's the best thing that could happen for I'm all in, not for Xelpher.
Yeah. The elevator could be the deciding factor. If All-In is gonna actually do the Ayla trick or the Dino Tail trick.
I guess both will do it, but and they both have to lower Ayla's HP, so it's not.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to lead to any time difference between them.
I think it is going to come down to the levels fight and what they're equipped with.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is close. Xelpher is taking the fight. I'm not sure why.
And he's not preparing Ayla for anything. But then
Maybe he is.
maybe he is.
Wow. Holy cow.
And isn't this very exciting? I mean, this is game 3,
Oh,
and
it couldn't
they
have
are
been any better.
they are at the same spot.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Oh, wow. Wow.
And the twin boss, twin golem boss spot, also might be a big difference. Depends on, I mean, imagine something like 3 plus or something. With these stairs all around, that would be terrible.
Yeah, Golem Twins, that could be a thing. You could also get like twin level spawns. Okay, it's not twin
Really?
level spawns.
Wow.
I mean, I have seen some things.
It's a couple of minutes difference right now. It's not much at all. And interesting that Imolen is using a power scarf on Ayla. The accessory situation in this seed is not very good, apparently.
Not really. I mean, was it all in or Xelpher who bought the amulet? I think it was
Xelpher did buy one. Yeah,
that's
he
what I
did buy
thought.
one.
Yeah. Not a bad choice, I don't think.
But now we are actually going to remember that Imolen decided not to pick up Magus, and I don't think he has like any that's available. Like,
that's tricky.
does
Boy.
he? I don't think he has any kind of status protection available, and that's not. Ayla's down. No, Ayla.
Oh no.
Come back! Ooh, and that's the ooh, ouch.
Okay, she's just taking a nap. She's tired.
She's tired, and that was a very good play, but not using revive.
Yeah.
Because she will wake up right now. No, you don't know.
Oh no. Wait.
That was not
no.
necessary, but I mean it works. But only 3 revives. Might as well save them.
Yeah. Is Reed? Yeah. Oh yeah, Esper, like they're gonna go shopping now. Yeah, no. That's not a thing that's gonna happen. So what they have is what they got. So it's
It's definitely doable, and Ayla did not lose the experience point, so
yeah, so I guess that's worth it.
double Dino Tails.
Yeah.
They are just one fight apart
Oh yeah.
right now.
Yeah. So I just saw Xelpher learn Oozy Punch.
Beast toss right on time.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh wow. Oh. Yeah. At this point, I think it's basically down to execution. Oh no, and that was a beautiful skip there.
Execution, I mean luck as well in terms of counters from bosses. We never know.
Yeah, this is one of those, pray for your nat 20 because you need it. Wow, this is just. I don't think we could have asked for a better final game than this.
I agree.
Yeah, Aku, yeah, there is that obstacle to deal with, isn't there? And the last tabs.
Level 33. That's awesome. Really good. Let's check Xelpher's level right now.
Twin Yakura 13s.
It is a tricky fight. They have to make sure to be top, to have all their hit points, all their life topped up.
Yeah, this could be a dicey fight. Yeah, as I said, chaos can be very scary. Very, very scary. I mean, luckily it's not like Final Fantasy VI where, like if Terra gets chaos, she's casting Ultima on everyone on your team, but, oh no.
They are both no. This is not good. How many heals? Okay.
Especially with like Robo with the Terra arm, Chaos. Oh, that's not what you want to see.
And that's the status protection advantage. I don't think Xelpher is going to be chaos.
No. And Beast Toss is just doing so much damage.
It's doing the same damage. 3,000.
Yeah, it's doing like 3,000-ish. Ooh. Oh.
Now it's the time to heal. to recover, and then he can continue attacking.
Yep.
Gotta be fast, gotta be fast.
Okay. What do they say at GDQ? Gotta go fast. Yeah. Good man.
I'm not very fond of this beast boss right now. I don't think Ayla will survive if he decides to counterattack. Oof.
No, that's...
This is getting
This is kind of scary, actually.
scary by the second.
Oh, no. Oh, you didn't get chaos this time.
Ooh, and Xelpher finished his fight before I'm all in.
Oh.
Xelpher is ahead.
Wow. Holy
Xelpher
cow.
is ahead.
By just a whisker, but that's all you need.
That's all it takes. Yeah, I mean, and we have to consider. I think I think the status protection here made a huge difference.
Absolutely. And he's gonna... His stream's gonna take a break, and... Does he not have a shelter? Oh, no.
I don't think so. Yeah,
Oh, no.
we are out of shelters.
Oh. Oh, man.
No, that's it. Going to use all the eaters. I don't think Imolen has any shelters either.
He has a couple. Like
He has a
one or
couple.
two.
Okay.
Yeah. That could be the difference. Because all it needs to do is pop a shelter and he's moving on. Oh wow. 3 mega elixirs on Xelpher's side? Oh man.
Well, that's something.
That's
important.
A game changer.
Mm-hmm. It was from the Ares Dome rewards.
Yeah, I forget what the other ones were. But then again, I also had my co-commentator demanding my attention, so... oh, wow.
Okay, now he saved because the previous game he forgot to save after the lava was phase 1, so...
You always save. What does Esper say? Save early, save often.
Blaze Kick will be a slight advantage here because of the amount of time that is required to do the same amount of damage. So that's some Dark Matter, Triple Kick, and Uzi Punch.
Yeah.
Those are three animations that we have to go through. And Blaze Kick is only one.
Well, like, you have Blaze Kick, and then you basically have Robo... I mean, he could do Uzi Punch, or... Does he have Heal Beam yet? I don't know if he does or not.
Maybe Imolen will finish this fight faster, actually. Well, let's see. And obstacle is low.
Is just slow?
Yeah, it's not going to be a big disadvantage for Xelpher because he has status protection, but for Anne right now that may be big.
Well, yeah, because now... Yeah,
Well,
no,
only Ayla was affected.
well... Yeah, it's just going to come down to straight damage output, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Xelpher isn't slowed, yeah, but what's his damage output look like? I'm not sure if it's...
No,
It's enough. Okay.
phase 1 is finished.
Alright, so... Do a quick heal up, or just go for it. But save. There you go.
And Uzi Punch.
burning ethers. They're only doing 9 MP. That's actually bad. That's
I mean,
almost-
actually, with 3 mega elixirs, why not?
Yeah. And was that like 6 elixirs? Yeah, 3 mega elixirs, 6 elixirs. That's not bad. Not bad. Okay, I'm all in. Just finished his fight. So
Just finish the fight.
we'll see how this levels 2, levels 3 goes. That's gonna be the deciding factor. But again, I think that I'm all in, but could be faster because I think he still has 1 or 2 shelters left.
You gotta be fast with the menuing.
That was a lot. Oh, nope. He's good to go. Okay, wow. Ooh. Yeah, those shelters are a huge boon.
At the same fight. Wow.
Ooh.
They are both so close.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
Do you think either of them are going to be getting the menu glitch?
Well, I'm pretty sure both of them will be able to.
Oh, we haven't talked about the menu glitch because this is the final game. The menu glitch. There is a very small amount of time in between this fight and the next fight. When the screen turns black, you can get into the menu. In the earlier games, it was expanded so you could get into it easy. In this, it basically is kind of like if you get it, all hail. But wow, it's kind of tough to get, but it can be a huge help.
For sure. Make a huge difference. Xelpher is slightly ahead considering both farms are down and obstacle is over right now, no effects. That's only damage.
Basically, that's kind of what it comes down to is straight damage output. Wow, Megas is everyone's kind of getting kicked down. I'm on inside, isn't he?
That is not good because Imolen is out of revives.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh no. I don't think only Luca is...
Oh no.
That will be very tight.
Oh, oh boy. Oh man.
Emily is low. No, that's not good.
He's praying.
Xelpher is through phase 2. He has that very tight window where he's able to hold the menu button and enter the menu when the screen goes completely black, as Asper said right before. But we're getting close to the final lava score fight of the Cadillac Cup tournament.
Oh, here we go. Wow. So this is the menu glitch we were talking about. Just that very small window.
Yeah. Why use ethers when you have like a bunch of full ethers and you're just very close to the end?
Yeah. So, what's keeping Luca alive right now? Hopes and prayers, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, it's
no.
very unfortunate that the slow was a... slow take will reduce the amount of attacks that you will be able to do, and that's very unfortunate for his levels 2 fight right there.
Yeah. Yeah, just like I thought, it was the Undersea Palace that was the difference. It was just...
Mm-hmm. I think the status protection was big. The status protection for Lavos Phase 1 and also for Phase 2 was a big difference that we have to consider. Um,
I think a lot of it comes down to just straight damage output. Because
Mhm.
Xelpher is just doing so much more.
Yeah, I mean, Blaze Kick would have been an advantage had Ayla not
Died.
died. Yeah,
Oh, okay, no, she didn't die. She's just taking a nap.
taking a
An
nap, taking a nap.
extended nap.
Meanwhile, Xelpher is.
Is this it?
Uh,
Is this it? Oh no!
oh, that's
Oh
unfortunate.
no!
No.
No! Oh!
That's an
Oh!
evil star attack from Lavos, and that's going to reduce all their HP by half, and that's not very threatening because with 3 Mega Elixirs, why not use one right now and just be safe?
Yep. So, Xelpher is doing left bit strats. I support that full-heartedly because that bit is kind of a jerk.
hmm Considering that strat, he will receive 1 or 2 attacks from the center. In the first one was the evil star, and that's not very menacing because you can recover from that. You can recover
Yeah,
for that with the Mega Elixirs.
yeah, it's not too bad.
And by finishing off the center right now, he's able to continuing his sequence of attacks
Bailey's doing 18.
with Yuzi punches and triple kicks, and it's going to be possibly from now on a fast
and-
fight.
Yeah, and some dark matter. Let's not forget about the dark matter.
Mm-hmm. And also making sure the center was down, he was able to avoid the future attack that is the Dreamless, the ultimate magical
Ooh.
attack.
Dreamless is no fun.
Mm-hmm. And another Mega Elixir because why not?
Because you can. Okay.
A slight unfortunate mistiming there, but he's going to lower his defense right away, and another sequence of Yuzi punches and triple kicks will follow.
I was about to ask why Xelpher wasn't using Blaze Kick, and then oh yeah, because he doesn't have Luca. Apes. Yeah.
But it's more than enough, yeah. Ayla, Robo, and Megas, it's a great party as well for the end game.
Actually, yeah. I never would have thought that this particular party was the way to go.
Yeah, one of the big advantages by not having to unlock magic, it saved him like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh wow, wow! I just saw Blaze Kick do like 38. Whoa!
Nice. And that's GG.
Oh, GG, Xelpher.
GG, Xelpher.
Yeah.
And that's the Kerala Cup champion.
Wow. All right. Let's see if we can get him in for some words, huh?
For sure. GG, Xelpher.
Wow. While we're waiting for him to come in, if he comes in, we can always watch I'm All In and see how he's doing.
Hopefully he'll be able to survive and continue through the fight and finish the scene.
Yeah, here's hoping. Will he be able to pull it off this time is the big question. Yeah, he is. And Levos 2 drops an amulet. That's kinda useless, I think. Sorry to say.
Well, yeah, depends on the AI, the sequence of attacks that Lavo is going to use for his final phase. There is the possibility of the spell random status.
Xelpher,
Oh, welcome in!
GG.
Congratulations!
Oh, thank you
Wow,
very much, everybody. Thank you. Much appreciated.
It
the
was,
new Cadillac Cup champion.
yeah,
Congrats!
it was so close.
Oh man, it must have been.
You-
Oh
Wow,
man.
yeah.
You pulled ahead at the Yakura 13 fight.
Really?
Yeah, you were behind like almost like for 1 hour maybe. And started the Magus Castle first, and then he finished the Mega fight first, and then he was ahead like most of the seed, and then with the power of the Beast Saws and the power of the status protection, your fight was faster.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
wow.
the extra amulets helped a lot in terms of by not getting chaos, you were able to finish off the fight faster, and also for Lava's phase 1, actually, the same thing happened.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh man.
How are you feeling?
Oh, well, relieved. I'm to tell you guys the truth. I was kind of watching the race room chat. I was just waiting. I was just waiting for the done to happen, like the whole for the past half hour. And I'm like, oh man, like, where is it? Is it here? Is it here? Oh man. Whew. But
the heart starts to race, right?
oh,
Heartbeat goes up.
The heart was racing when I couldn't even figure out where the first thing to get out of 600 and 1000 AD was. I'm like, oh no, here we go. This is gonna be one of those times.
And what do you think about the seed? What were your thoughts about the seed?
Oh, this is not a fun seed to have when you're trying to do a tournament race, let me tell you.
Just perfect for a last race, though, I think.
I'm glad it turned out that way. Yeah, I'm sure it's very, very entertaining, and it definitely was a very, a test of everything that we kind of learned until now, which I'm sure was very, very interesting to watch. But whew!
Yeah, I think on one hand we have to consider that this seed was very linear in terms of like everything boiled down to gate key at Mount Woe by the end, right?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was actually worried that the gate key was at Mount Woe, because I'm sitting there like, oh, I went Genodome and I got a sword. If Imolen's decides not to go Genodome and go somewhere else and gets the gate key, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, because by the end of the key item hunt, you were like 50-50, or 50% the gate key was in Genodome and 50% was in Mount Woe, because there were no other checks to go for.
Alright, so you say that, and I'm sure you guys know, but so what character was behind the Cathedral? Like, if you get in all the way?
Luca.
That's why. Luca with flair.
Luca with Luca with Flare? Are you serious?
Yep.
with
It was your first
Flare.
step.
That's actually, I think, why Anne was ahead on most of the seed. I mean, with Flare, it was a huge advantage against several bosses. So, I mean, yeah, that would be, I think, the main difference between both of you.
Yeah, that would do it. That means there was no Prism Shard quest anywhere then. That means
No.
tomorrow was in Dactyl's Nest, which was never gonna happen. Alright.
I think I actually wonder how would this race have been if Frog Flare was used right away, because Frog had Frog Squash and Luca had Flare like from the start, and it would have been a great combo to see as well, because that can do a lot of damage with the Hero Medal. A lot of damage.
Oh yeah, it should. Actually, I have to admit, I'm a little upset that I had to switch out Frog for Magnus, because I had the Silver Rock and I had Team Silver Rock, so I was kind of excited to try try it. I've never tried it in a race before, and I was like, oh, maybe this is the time. But I never learned to flash. That was
No, but I think it was actually a good decision for not using that rock because that's not a very powerful tech. We must admit that.
That was true. I was like, maybe I'll get a Grand Leon, and it'll be awesome, and then we'll have the triple tech, and maybe it'll be a thing. It was not a thing, so
No,
never mind.
Sadly.
For the hypeness, yes, but for the being faster, I guess no.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of had to focus on being faster today. I'm sorry, everybody.
We also have a question regarding your decision to do Magus Castle right away. Did you you thought about doing WoW and Tyrannolar?
So I didn't know where Morrow was, and the whole time I was worried that Morrow was in Cathedral, and that the Prism Shard quest would have yielded something. And I really didn't know if that was the case or not. So I'm like, that could be an option, or WoW can be an option.
I see.
You can go to
GG.
WoW too.
I
Oh,
see.
congratulations.
Welcome in.
You're the champion.
Oh, I am the champion. But oh man, you are a completely wonderful competitor, sir.
What go mode did you end up with?
I got Magus Castle Go mode.
Oh,
Well,
What go mode did you have?
I got Magus Castle. I was hoping you went searching a little bit more and that you didn't do Genodome.
Oh, well, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm the one that always promotes Genodome. And granted, this was before WoW was more accessible, but I was like, I'm always a Genodome guy. Let's go to Genodome.
I think we can sum up. I think the largest difference in time. I'm all in. You were ahead, like most of the seed, until the double golem fight. You started that double golem fight first because of by finishing Cathedral. Even though you spend an extra couple of minutes there, you had access to Luca with Flare, and that was a huge advantage until the very last remainder of the seed. And I think one of the reasons that took you longer was the absence of status protection for the final sequence of fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Yakra 13 was a little annoying about getting confuses, and then of course confuses knock out your ATB bar if you've got something queued up for an attack. It definitely slowed me down. And I left an amulet. Once I saw obstacle was slow, I decided to go with it, but then that hurt me in other ways.
And I think that's a good idea to ask you why you decided not to grab the free amulet that was available from Magus there. Did you think it was like in spending and wasting time there?
Oh, I think I was just I forgot, and I was concentrated on checks. It wasn't Marl there, so I wasn't gonna. There's no progression.
And what are your thoughts about the seed?
It was interesting. Yeah, I was thinking we would get different go modes, and I was hoping that after getting Genodome done, and then I checked Sun Palace just as an in case to see if there was a clone there, and there wasn't. And so then I knew the other go modes were either somewhere on Reptite, WoW, or behind Prism Shard. So
and you had the knowledge, right? You had the knowledge that
Arisdome had to be gate key.
And not Arisdome. Oh no, you did not, because you the only check that so Xelpher did Arisdome, and the gate key was not behind Arisdome. Actually, the gate key was behind Mountain WoW.
Oh.
And
even
Xelpher,
better.
Yeah, so Xelpher did Arisdome, Sun Palace, and Genodome. So that was the only difference in terms of key items was the Arisdome check, because apart from that, not much actually. It was the Dreamstone, actually, looking at your trackers right now.
Yeah, Airstone was Dreamstone. That made me really worried. I was like, oh, I don't know where this gate key is, but I sure hope I find it. I did not find it.
No.
Nope.
There-
It
there
remains
was-
on the mountain.
Also, and one of the differences that by using Team No Magic, you did not have to unlock magic. So it was like a couple of minutes that you saved because Anne was like 5 minutes ahead. I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes ahead after the Magus fight. No, actually, your Magus fight was actually really fast. Going back right
Mine
now
or
because of this
Xelpher's?
Xelphers because of the sequence of lightning shadow, and that was like really fast.
I got
Because-
so many waters. I think I got
Mhm.
3 waters in a row.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you go back, I think you entered Mega's castle with a 5 minute difference. So you both started Mega's fight with a 3 minute difference. So N was ahead, and then because of the sequence of attacks, the difference was smaller and smaller. And by the time you were both on the elevator, that was like only 30 or 45 seconds, maybe.
And then I tried to
wow.
make a one-woman stand with Luca on Lavos 2, and
That was really impressive.
Yeah.
We must say it was really impressive, and she survived for quite a long time, right?
Yeah, she almost pulled it off, I think.
I don't
anybody
want to
can
go
do it,
back in
Luca
total
can.
damage. She probably
Mhm.
was only 1 flare away or less than that.
Yeah, it was not far off.
Yeah, that was a very tricky situation to be in. With only Luca standing and the fights, you were still waiting for the slow to. A lot of things going on.
Hmm.
And with no revives, too.
And also that, yeah, I think it was about the 1 hour mark or 1:30. I don't remember. I was like, Almaland only has like 3 revives. I'm kind of worried about that. And then Lavos
Yeah.
decided to make you use them all.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh gee, I'm already at level 30. 2 revives is fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Oh man, and I
no.
thought my lack of shelters was bad. Oh jeez.
I mean, even still, you had 3 mega elixirs. That was also something to consider because you found one from Ares, I think, and the second one I don't remember actually where it was, but so Imoland, you had like 1 mega elixir, right? And Xelpher had 3 by Lavos phase 3.
I'm not even sure where I found all of them either.
Mm,
I was just happy to have them. I was just burning them at the last fight because
yeah,
I'm
it was like, yeah,
just go.
why not? Let's use the mega elixir because why not?
Can't use them when you're dead.
Exactly. You can't use them when you're done either.
Well, I think that was a great show. Both of you, congratulations. And well, I think we have to say thank you for everyone involved. I mean, from the start of the tournament and Speed Gaming, all the trackers, commentators, everyone involved in Jets and the community, and you runners, everyone. Well, thank you, a big thank you for this amazing show.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as far as the components of this particular stream, Nathan, thanks to Nathan for tracking, and to, I believe Akuhish was doing the restreaming, I think. So thanks to them, and of course thanks to my co-host Moon Blizzard.
Oh, thank you. That's good.
Yeah. So
And thank you, Xelpher and Imolen, for this amazing event, for this final game.
Thank you very much. Definitely to the restreamers, you commentators, Nathan the Tracker. Thank you to the developers of Jets of Time. Thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting us and having us. Always a pleasure. And thank you I'm all in for for a very close, very exciting. I would say 3 rounds, but we've had a few rounds now, so 5 rounds. Thank you very much, and
Are you saying you want to go 3 out of 5?
well, let's get crazy now. I think we're both happy to call it at this point.
Ideas for the next tournament.
I don't know about you guys, but I got all night.
You can now relax and chill for the holidays, and yeah,
That's right. Happy holidays, everybody.
happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah, happy holidays. And I don't think there's much left to say.
Yeah,
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, and make sure to catch us on the next tournament.
Yeah. So, thank you to the Jets community, of course. Thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting us, and thank you for being with us, chat. It's always it is always a good time when you guys are having a good time.
For sure. Thank you, viewers.
Yes, absolutely. I don't have much else to say, so unless anyone else has anything else to say, I guess I can wrap it up and just anyone.
Yeah, congratulations again, both of you, Xelpher, for the Cadillac Cup Championship. And yeah, that's it. Wrapping up for today. Thank you all. And see you all next time.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you all for watching and for participating. I wish you a happy holidays and the best to you and your kin. And take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Take care.